I miss y'all so much, and I just wanted to make a video that would show some school spirit because I miss being in the art room. I know you guys do too. I miss seeing everyone at school. So this is the project that I created, and I'm gonna lead you through how to draw your own, or you can just copy mine, that's fine too. And we're just gonna show a little bit of school spirit. I hope you guys enjoy. To create this project, you're gonna need a few things. You can make it as simple or as complicated as you want. You need 2 pieces of paper if you're Sharpieing, a pencil, an eraser, and some colored pencils or something to color with. I used colored pencils, but you can use markers, crayons, whatever you prefer to draw with. First, I'm gonna draw a circle for my peace sign. I'm gonna come back and fill that in with the details later. A heart. And then I'm going to write the words, "Go Fox Cubs," and I'm just gonna spread the letters out enough so that I can go back around them and create boxy bubble letters. Make sure you write neatly and clearly, or else the bubble letters will be really hard to do. To draw your peace sign, you need to draw a line straight down the middle and then 2 diagonal lines down. And I'm gonna make this into like a bubble letter version of the peace sign. So I'm just going to follow along, tracing the insides of the shapes, just as if you were going to create a bubble letter for a normal letter. And I'm gonna trace around the outside. And I get to go back later and erase that middle line so that I'm just left with the outline of it. By the way, this video is sped up. I do not draw this fast, so be sure to take your time and make it nice and neat. Now I'm going to add the highlight to my heart, just to make it kind of look like a bubble as well. And now I'm going inside the letter G and around it to create my boxy bubble letters. Again, go slow. Take your time on this part so you don't get confused on what is the inside line and what is the outside line. I also want you to keep in mind that you don't have to follow mine exactly. You can make yours however you want. So you don't have to do bubble letters. You don't have to draw exactly what I've drawn. This is just my idea, and if it inspires you, you can copy it or use bits and pieces from it to create your own. It's up to you. Don't worry about it too much. It's just fun. So my recording for the fox cub drawing did not go through. You can see where I've erased it, but now I'm going to just go back over it and show you how to draw it. So draw basically a football shape. The top of it is a little bit higher and more rounded than the bottom of it. Just do your best. Draw in 2 circles for the eyes, a triangle for the nose, and you can use that nose to help you to draw your curve up and over the eye to the corner of the face. Same thing on the other side. Most of you know how to do this because we've drawn tons of fox cubs over the past 1.5 years that I've been teaching you guys. Draw your ears, triangles with triangles inside. Same thing, I made my ears really big so they'd be super cute. And then I added a little fluff on the top of my head because I think that was cute. Now I'm just going to trace everything in super speed with my Sharpie. Again, you can use a crayon, you can use a colored pencil, whatever you have to trace your fox cub sign, or you can just leave it in pencil, that's fine too. Don't forget to go back and erase those pencil lines that still show. I also wanted to go back after I Sharpied to add some leaf shapes because we are an environmental science school. So I tried to think of a few different leaf shapes that I could add, and I just drew them in pencil first, and then I went back and Sharpied over them. I also tried to make them different shapes so I would have some variety in my drawing of my poster. And I will also need to go back and Sharpie these once I'm done. The reason I'm using 2 pieces of paper here, you can kind of see the bottom piece sticking out, is because when I Sharpie, I don't want it to go through onto my table. So I'm using it as kind of a messy mat. And I'll also use it as I'm coloring so I don't get any color on the table as well. Now for my favorite part, coloring. I wanted to make my peace sign rainbow order. So we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And indigo is basically a navy. So I start at the top with the red and I fill it in, pressing harder in the middle and going lighter towards the edges so that I can blend with my next color. So the next color is going to be orange. And I'm starting beside the red and then I'll blend up into the red. And I'll leave it lighter towards where I'm going to put the yellow beside it. Starting with the yellow, coloring beside the orange. But I'm not gonna leave that little gap. I'm gonna color up into that orange and that really blends the colors. And then next we have green. And I just continue doing what I have been doing, just coloring. And notice I'm paying attention to the direction that I'm coloring. I'm only coloring up and down if I can. I try to follow the lines that are in the peace sign so it looks a little bit neater. And it kind of gives this tie-dye cool effect. Next is light blue. Again, making sure to feather the ends so that the colors blend together better. Next is indigo or navy or dark blue. I'm trying to save just enough room for each color, which is kind of hard to do. If you don't fit all of the colors in there, don't worry about it. Just do your best. And last but not least, we will have violet, or we usually call it purple. Going back to fix something with the light blue. Now we're using the violet. And just finishing up. I think that looks pretty cool. I hope you guys will try that out. The last thing I'm doing is adding a light blue background, and you can see here I'm using that second piece of paper as a messy mat so I don't get it all over my table. I'm also paying attention to the direction that I'm coloring just to make it really nice and neat. I think it gives it a really good finished look. And I'm also coloring lighter than I normally would just so it takes less time. And there we go, I'm all done. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing along with me, and I hope you guys continue to make art through this time that we are spending at home, and I hope you continue to read and spend time with your family and just try to make the best of what's going on. I hope to see you guys soon, and I really miss y'all. Bye.